I'm here with my boy Quams. Quams with the arms.
Yes.
And we've just seen Arsenal go away to Bilbao, first game of the Champions League this season, and win, I would say, comfortably in the end. We didn't make the best of starts, but I would say comfortably in the end. But anyway, it's your show, my man. What did you make of the performance today?
It was an interesting performance because it was an ugly performance from us, and I did sense it. I think from the first few minutes when the game started, it did look like a few passes were behind people, kicking the ball out of play, not winning our first and second challenges. So I could sense and Declan Rice getting that early yellow, and I said, "Oh, you know what? It's going to be one of those games where we're going to have to grind it out." But I think it's important. That was an important win for us, away from home. Obviously, Athletic Bilbao, they're a very, very difficult team to break down at times. Yeah, let's not. I know you were saying about their Brentford are better and everything like that, but still.
No, I said Brentford in disguise.
Brentford in
And then
disguise.
somebody said to me they're not as good as Brentford, and I thought, you know what, they're probably right.
Yeah, but still, it's still an opponent that is in the Champions League. They've earned it just as much.
Yeah, they have to be respected.
Exactly. So Valverde set up his team quite well, and we did struggle because they did press us quite a bit. It took us a while to kind of find our rhythm and then kind of dust the cobwebs off. There's a few players that stood out throughout the game or done very well. Mosquera done good at certain spells. Madueke done fantastically well, and then we'll talk about the other players that came on obviously in the second half to kind of win it for us. But no, it was as I say, back to basics. It was back to basics with us in terms of grinding out a win. So it was good to see us win ugly. I think that's the most important
I
thing.
think that's fair. I mean, I know you had some reservations about the team, or did you?
I was all right. I was all right with the team. I
you were
thought
all
it was fine. I thought it was quite balanced from back to front. I kind of agree with what Arteta done in the sense of he kept the back.
Weren't you saying that you would have preferred to have seen Wanyeri in the 10?
No, I was all right with Moreno.
okay.
I was all right with Moreno because I kind of understood why he was doing it. I don't think this was a game from Wanyeri. He might have got lost in that midfield because they did play well, Bilbao in that midfield. And I think our play kind of bypassed that as well. It was more always playing on the flanks with Madueke and then sometimes getting across to Eze.
I could understand why Moreno started. I mean, I said before the game, listen, he's going back to Spain, a place that he's played, Bilbao.
Yeah.
He would have played there. He knows the atmosphere. He knows what it takes.
Yep.
And, he's been in decent form. He was really good form in the international break, scored goals. He brings that to the team as well. There was a corollary to that. Some people are saying if you play Wanyeri, it gives a bit more dynamism, a bit more creativity.
It does, of course it does, going forward, but it's what do we lose in that midfield? And they're quite, the Bilbao players, they're quite robust. They were really getting at us. They didn't give us time to breathe. And as much as I love Wanyeri and the potential he has, I don't know if he could risk playing him. Like I said, he would have got lost at sea there, for me personally. But at the end of the day, you have to kind of say well done to Arteta because he's made the right decision because we managed to get the result. Today was not more or less about the performance. It was more or less get the result, get your 3 points, start the European campaign on the right foot or on the front foot, and then we move on to the next game.
I think you're right about the manager. I think he got it right today because of the substitutions where you saw they both came in, they got a goal and an assist.
It seems like he's learned. He's learned from the Anfield game. You remember the Anfield game? And we said, why are you making subs in the 70th minute? It's not enough time for our players to come on and make an impact. And to be honest, he done it. He done it in the 60th minute.
Yeah, it was over 60 or 65th.
60 or 65th. And within 36 seconds, a player I have, and this is what I have to say, look, as much as I give it to certain players, sometimes they kind of show me up, and Martinelli showed me up today. So Martinelli...
No, but you know what? You shouldn't apologise.
No,
but hear what.
Because
I always say, no player is above criticism.
No,
no player is beneath praise. So you
he proved me wrong.
No, but what I said about that in that moment. But what I'm saying is right, and I've said this consistently. Sometimes players, it doesn't matter who they are. It's better when they're on the bench for a while. It gives them time to reflect, time to work on their game, restore their confidence. You know what I mean? So sitting on the bench, especially in a team like Arsenal, is not such a bad thing if you're dropped or rotated or whatever. So there's no need to apologise.
No, it's more, I guess, because we was in the heat of the discussion with Christian, And he was like, you got to back your players, you got to back Martinelli, back Arsenal. And I was like, on the front foot, I was like, no, Martinelli shouldn't be even coming on. But that's based on what I've seen, what we've seen. So he shocked me, he surprised me, well done. But like you said, sometimes you need to put these players on the bench. And I think Martinelli maybe went for a stage where he'd put 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10 performances, and then he's starting the next game. What are you telling a player then mentally? Saying, all right, cool, you don't have to do much. But now that we've brought in these other players, he's looking around and he's thinking, oh shit, I got to make sure I'm on my A game and I'm not even starting. I need to come on. I need the manager to notice me. And I guess the competition, that's what breeds success within a squad. So that's, for me...
Competition for places is vital in any
100%.
successful team, because what that does, it drives the levels up. And when players who come in, because levels don't drop off significantly, that's when you get the best out of your team. So if Martinelli has a little spell on the bench, come on now, it's not the end of the world. He can come back and do what he did today. Sooner, if he plays like a couple more performances like this, he'll probably be starting again soon. That's how it works.
Yeah. I'll get a kit with his name on the back. But it's good. And that goes for Eze. You know, as much as we've been ranting and raving about getting Eze in and how good he has been in the last few games, today he was a bit under par.
Yeah,
but it's not just him, it was other players, but I expect so much from him. I know what he can do, and I'm pretty sure he's sitting there and he's thinking, damn, I've come off and now Martinelli's come on and he's doing the job. But that's it. Exactly. And this is
Eze on Saturday against Forest, he was outstanding. I love watching him. Today his levels dropped. He quite rightly was substituted. His replacement came on and did well. So that's how it goes.
That's how it goes, and that's how it should be. As long as Arteta keeps that balance there, he's always going to get the best out of players. So it's probably the best situation to have right now, because now he'll be scratching his head and he's thinking, who should I actually start on Sunday against Man City? You got Trossard coming on. And, you know, Trossard is a player that we've questioned, why are you extending his contract? Or I've questioned, why are you extending his contract? Why? Why do you know? And then all of a sudden he comes on and he gets an assist against Forest straight away. And then today he ends up assisting and scoring and a goal. And it's like, credit again to Martinelli, beating his man, which is something I've always screamed about, beating his man, but then choosing the right pass. And Trossard had a lot to do. Don't get me wrong. He was off balance. He was leaning back, everything. Still managed to get his foot on the ball. And it went top corner, obviously via deflection. But yeah, today it was a win for Arteta, I feel like. He was back in his home country, or where his family are from. And he managed to get the result done. So he'll be happy overall. Defensively, I thought that we was a bit lethargic. Gabriel was giving the ball away a few times. Mascara as well wasn't winning his aerial threats or his headers.
I thought Mascara played well today.
He done well, but like I said, we had to grind out. It was grit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it wasn't a great performance.
It wasn't a clean performance. Not the performance that I know these boys to have in terms of coming out from the back and passing, finding a pass. It's either getting intercepted or it's not finding a man. So, yeah, it was a good lesson for the players, I feel. And you should never underestimate your opponent, regardless of where they are in the league or regardless of what results they had. When it's the Champions League, everyone can turn up on the day. So, no, they've done well. I was
I mean, listen, people have been giving Liverpool credit. They've gone 4 games this season, 4 wins. Yeah. They've not hit their heights.
They haven't hit. And
they've still won games.
Yeah.
So the same should apply to us.
Of course, people. And what do they say? Oh, you know, it's a sign of a good team. If they can get a result and they're not playing, they haven't even hit the ground running yet. So let that be the same for us. So for me, I'm happy with that. 3 points, we move.
Exactly. Now you say we move on to Sunday.
Yep.
Massive game against Man City at the weekend. We're at home. I would say that we're slight favourites for the game at this stage. Would you say?
Yes, based on what we've seen from Man City, they haven't really hit the ground or started the season very well.
Obviously, they're 2-2. They had a really good win against Wolves.
Yes.
Then they lost back-to-back games against Tottenham and Brighton.
Yep. And then they won against United.
United.
That's fine. Obviously.
Whereas we've lost just the one game.
We've only conceded from a free kick.
Yes.
So that's the thing where I'm like, okay, cool. It'll be a good test. It'll probably be another big test for us. Just assert ourselves. Man City are there for the taking in terms of their defensive frailties. They look a bit shaky at the back. Let's capitalise on that. But Zubimendi, Declan Rice, they need to make sure that they're on
What sort of
job.
team would you want to see for that?
I want to make sure that, look, you might have to rest Eze now. You might have to change it and put Martinelli on. You might have to change it and maybe keep Trossard on. But it's that, again, the number 10 role. Maybe put Eze in the number 10 role, try him out there. Put Martinelli on the left, Gyökeres on the right, Madueke. I didn't even mention him. Fantastic. Madueke, fantastic.
Yeah, I think he
Absolutely
was
fantastic.
one of the few players today that
Man.
really stood out.
Fearless. There's so many ways you can't even stop him, because if you get close to him as a defender, he'll spin you, he'll roll you. If you give him space, he's going to drop the shoulder and he'll get past you. He's so difficult. The only thing that was missing again from him was an assist and a goal, but it will come. And what a great, if you could do it against Sunday against Man City, that would be fantastic. So
You confident?
have to be. You have to be. If you want to win the title, they're coming to our gaff. The last time we said that, what did we do to them? So I want the same result, where we destroy them and Miles Lewis-Skelly done his lovely celebration.
Sounds good to me. Okay, Kwame, thanks, man.
Thank you, bro.